Hi, this is Dr. Kemi. It's around 10 p.m. in Nigeria, and I'm sitting down where I am outside Nigeria, and I'm just wondering why so many things happened to me in the course of the 11 years that I practiced journalism in Nigeria out of my 31. There were too many factors, and one of them was my father, who wrote Premium Times early in those years, in 2016, that I was mentally unstable. And in his quest to keep me quiet and not let me talk, he destroyed my name, my brand, everything. Nigerians believe these stories, and today I'm literally crying because all these things could have been avoided. I've retired from journalism now since the 9th of February, but I told you that anytime I have to be vindicated in a story, I'll come back. I've done that maybe 5 or 6 times this year alone. And the latest being Bamishi Ayamola's case, which I investigated. I've been investigating GT Bank since last year, 2024, and I've been noticing a pattern since 2016. 9 years ago, I warned Nigerians about GT Bank cybersecurity was not tight enough. And I also warned Nigerians last year of many issues with regards to the banking style and many fraudulent things happening under the roof of that bank. Yet Nigerians ignored me. Look at this post here. I said I'm so disappointed at all of you. No shares or comments on my GT Bank posts. This guy, Segun Agbaje, the CEO, guys, has taken a significant part of my income. He's silencing journalists, $600 million. So I told you earlier today that there were 4 journalists arrested from 3 different media houses because they found $600 million fraud in GT, which amounted to about 1 trillion naira. So when they brought this thing to Segun Agbaje, Agbaje offered them money, and they refused the bribe. So he turned around and called the IGP and had them arrested, saying that they defamed the bank and they tried to blackmail him. It worked, and they locked up this journalist, and I was advocating for their release. Then he silenced my YouTube video from Nigeria. So I was very mad in October of 2024. This next post was also ignored. The 30th of October, I said so many fraudulent activities allegedly going on at GT Bank. Why are people being credited 200,000 naira? The very next day, the credit disappears. Why are bank charges being posted daily? See, these were the signs I saw before VDM's mom. Okay, like some people inside the bank were doing things that would look like something happened and then they quickly remove it. Okay, they were crediting people with 200,000. And then the next day they take the credit off. Is that a mistake, or someone is deliberately doing that to fuel transactions? And this is where those journalists went to detect fraud. Okay, when I posted this, you guys ignored it. I reposted it tonight on Facebook. In August of 2024, my investigation when GT Bank was hacked, and the bank tried to hide the fact that they had a ransomware problem. Okay, a ransomware problem is when somebody hacks the system of a huge company. Major companies, grocery stores have been hacked with ransomware in America and other countries. And GT Bank was hacked, and they tried to hide it from the customers in August of last year. They needed to pay that ransom. Even Zuckerberg has been hacked before at Facebook, Meta, and they had to pay the $10 million to release the files. I'm telling you these things. Cybersecurity. I remember I've been warning about GT cybersecurity, very loose. So this is 14th of August last year. I'm asking my fans on Facebook, how are you dealing with this mess at GT Bank? The banking sector The banking sector is now in big trouble. Please don't touch that app or answer emails. Any email that came to you last August, you're not supposed to reply. The hackers have all your data. The hackers have stolen your data. Is this where they stole VDM's mom's data and they used her NIN number to apply for a loan and were billing her for the loan? These are the kind of stuff that happen in that cybersecurity hack. And this is what GT is supposed to be doing, not having VDM arrested. They're supposed to put an investigation out immediately. These are the people affected by the August hacking. And I investigated it with my money as always. You don't support, you don't donate, and you all want me to come back to journalism. It doesn't work like that. I've lost interest completely. I don't have the strength anymore. My health doesn't permit all this stuff again. October 2024. I think I posted this early on this, whatever. I was disappointed at all of you. And I went to bed. No shares or comments on my GT Bank post. You ignored my posts. This guy, Segun Agbaje, has taken a significant part of my income. I had that there. And then I said you should dump your complaints against GT Bank. People wrote a lot of complaints. It was just terrible. I'll put it at the end of this video. Yesterday was World Press Freedom Day, Saturday, May 3rd, 2025. And the job of World Press Freedom Day is to allow journalists to have press freedom. We are supposed to talk for you. We are supposed to speak out for the people. But it's not like that today. 4 journalists are being arrested now by GT Bank. They're sitting in prison because they found fraud. How can they talk for the people? What would they be thinking now when they hear all this VDM stuff from inside the prison? Anyway, that's what they did. They accused the bank of 1 trillion naira. Okay, 3 separate media houses, independent journalists like me. And then they were arrested, and they blocked my video. Anyway, that's that one again, and I don't know. It's crazy. Watch the video. You'll see the comments of what complaints people had.